Hello, weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is Meat Lovers Tacos, although we do have a vegan option available as well. Besides that, it looks like Irene is currently available for a full-service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Today will be my 19th Final Fantasy XIV stream, and we are now well into Shadowbringers' main story quest. I haven't managed to get flight in any of the new areas yet, so we're not that far yet. But there are a couple of dungeons on the horizon, so maybe I'll at least get some mount speed boosts soon, yeah? Anyway, as always, I will be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as regular old conversation, so don't be afraid to fill the chat with discussion. Oh, I did just realize I completely forgot to actually post about this stream over on the Discord and socials. So give me just a moment to do that. I suppose I can go ahead and send us over to the game screen. I'll go ahead and start that process now. Let's see. Just gotta post it in a couple more places real quick. Oh, there it is. Let's see. That. And one more. Thank you very much for sticking with me while I do this. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, we were just hanging out in the fairy city. Let's see, what else was there? I know we got side quests. Start opening those things up still. Let's head on over to the main story quest, why don't we? You know, as gorgeous as this is also, definitely, fairy circle sort of territory. We are following the path of the Fae, and hopefully that doesn't end poorly for us. Oh right, we have a dungeon immediately upon starting. Okay, cool. Let's recruit some NPCs for that. Oracle of Light, Unbreaker, Astrologian, Academian, Mage. Okay, yeah, sure. That all seems to be in order.
Here we go.
Here we go. Let's do the thing. And this should be for the fish Fae, if I recall correctly. We have to kind of go through their whole, trial system. Make sure we're worthy of their assistance. Well, this looks appropriately Alice in Wonderland. very ballet-esque music going on right now. Love it. Water is love, water is life. Drink up the parched souls. So I can get rid of my map. Don't really need that. You know, I'm never quite sure whether or not the audio for the game is loud enough compared to my voice. Like, I want to make sure y'all can hear, like, Urianger speaking and things like that. Or, like, you know, just any NPCs, really. But I also want to make sure that it's not gonna completely overcast me. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm the one streaming here, damn it. But no, in all reality, it's just... Yeah, like, you want to be able to hear the stream, you know? Oh, that one. I forgot how my class worked for a second. Or my job, whichever you want it to be, you know. I know technically classes are the first three things, yada yada yada. Forgive me for using the standard term in way too many games. Okay, I know I have the level appropriate like equipment to be in here. So the fact that I'm doing so little damage, it's kind of wild. Well, I mean, maybe I'm not doing that little damage, because that was... it's about 9,000 damage, but... Yikes. Like, it certainly feels like I'm not contributing very much, even though I'm the only player character here. Ooh. It's a lovely effect. In, pop, 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 back it up. Who really didn't kill you? Oop, that was the wrong choice. I'm already light magic attuned. I should have gone for the black magic. It's... oh, not ready. What? Let's split second early tap. Round and round the spiral we go. Where we stop, only the fish people know. Don't be a shrimp. You know, since I'm doing these with a lot more NPCs, maybe I should turn back on the, other character attack particles. Like, I tend to leave them off most of the time because it just becomes too chaotic, but maybe it would feel different with NPCs. Oh. Hang on, I'm gonna try that now. Shadows, detail mode, movement physics. Where was that? Settings, maybe? No? Yeah, I've at least turned it back on for my own party. Oh, look at the cute little frog. Oh yeah, that's a lot more interesting. Excuse you. Excuse you. I just realized he's dropping like candy on things. It's kind of adorable. Oof. Oof. Okay. Alright, I guess. Thought I'd figured that out, but I guess not. was not standing anywhere near that geyser. Nice. Oh, we're only like halfway through. Ooh. Ooh. Thought that was gonna be the end of it, and nope. Here we are. Still magical looking, but less, what's the word I'm looking for? Saccharine? Sweet? Candy-like? Hello! Welcome, 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 TPR. How does it go? Thank you. Also, welcome to Gwendolf. Ooh, thank you very much for the follow. Hey, that's a new... Oh, I didn't even realize oh, my movement is getting chunky. Hang on. Blah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had forgotten I had set that follower goal. Thank you very, very much. Let's see, who was that? Vitalik, thank you very much. Very, very much for that. Oh, wasp nest. Oh, okay. Sure, that's, gross. Hello, Ariel Corns. Glad to have you here. Final Fantasy is going well. We're discovering kind of a new set of Fae today. We started off the stream with, an immediate dungeon. And the opening area was really, really, like, very Alice in Wonderland themed. But the area we're in now is a little bit less so. It's still absolutely gorgeous, just in kind of different ways, you know what I mean? A little rude to refer to certain wasps as nothing more than honeymakers, but, you know. I suppose that might be their only job in the hive? Question mark? But if so, why are they attacking me? Why wouldn't that be soldiers? Oh, beans! Oh, I interrupted my own combo. Did not realize that could do that. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I wish you a happy lurk, Gwendolf. I'm not super duper far into Shadowbringers myself, but I am past kind of the opening few stops. You stopped playing just before Heavensward. Ooh! So did you start off in the 1.0 days? Or were you 2.0 but before Heavensward? Poke, poke, and bounce back. Pop, pop. Lexi 1.0. Ooh, fantastic. You know, it is a shame that we've lost as much of the 1.0 story as we have, but at the same time, I think nobody would argue that the game is in a much, much healthier place than it once was. Ooh, you still have your 1.0 physical collector's box too. Very nice, very nice. Still, it's nice to have those sorts of reminders of like where things started. Like, I actually still have the Destiny 1 special edition, like the really ridiculous special edition box in my closet. Up to and including the wonderful little Dinklebot, not Guardian, but the little robots. It's been so long since I played Destiny, I forget what they're called. Thank you very much! Oh, I should, once I get out of this fight, I should probably do an actual introduction to myself, shouldn't I? Because, yeah, a lot of y'all probably don't know who I am. Let's see if we can do this. I need to be in a better habit of doing that sort of a thing when raids occur anyway, honestly. Alright. Woo! Okay, so, hello and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess today. You know, our special today is Meat Lovers Tacos, but we do have a vegan option available. And I know that the last time I was out looking at the lobby, Irene was available for a full service sort of experience, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Obviously, like, I have my preferences, but I want to make sure that everybody gets fed when they come to the Come and Go. Because, yeah, what's the point of having a nice family restaurant and, you know, just kind of eatery and all that sort of fun stuff if people leave hungry, you know? Oh, my magic meters are getting a little high there. Let's go ahead, back out of that. There we go. We could probably get some fish tacos for you. We do have the nearby river that we fish stuff out of every day. But I can't guarantee what kind of fish it'll be, mostly because that's not my job. I don't know. I'm not a fisher. I run the place. I don't cook the food. I can cook maybe 5 things, and that's being generous, shall we say. I have hired other wonderful, talented folks to do that sort of thing for me, because let's be honest, you don't want what I can cook. Well, thank you very much. We do our best. Oh, beans. I didn't mean to blow that spell. Ooh, another treasure chest. I wonder how many of these I missed in the early part of it, because I didn't see any treasure chests until after that. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, hang on. Water. Right, let's see. Oh, I am too far away. There we are. I love Red Mage. It is my favorite class to play in the game, but there are times where it's a little awkward, just because, like, it is a caster class, but it's also a melee class, so judging the distance you have to be at any given time is always a little bit funky. Oh, excuse? Hello? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Ooh, interesting. We got to grow instead of it. Very strange. Yeah, they did bring back Red Mage. Red Mage became an official class in the game as of Heavensward. Um, and it is probably my favorite class, like I said before. Was it originally like uh, a special reward or something? Or like what? Oh, my 11 days as in your days in Final Fantasy 11. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, see, I became obsessed with Red Mages back in the Final Fantasy Tactics days. Specifically Tactics Advance and A2. Because, like, it was one of those things where, Black Mage is cool. Lots of elemental magic, phenomenal cosmic power, all that sort of fun stuff. White Mage, great for healing. Oh my god. But also, thank you. But also, like, able to raise the dead and all that sort of fun stuff. And then... Okay, can I... oh no, I want to get the thing. Oh no! Oh, I failed! Then I discovered Red Mage in the back half of the game as, like, something you had to train up from other classes. And just that kind of concept of combining both of those classes through training and becoming something that is more is just so cool, you know? Oh, nope, can't do that. And plus, who doesn't love Swashbuckler, you know? So the fact that they use their fencing foil, and I can't remember the technical term for the thing you carry in your offhand in classical fencing. They bring back Puppet Master as well. Ooh, that would be cool. They've already, they brought back... I think they're bringing back Beastmaster, because they brought back Blue Mage as a limited class. And they said they're going to bring back Beastmaster for, as another limited class. Meaning something that, like, you can't necessarily use in PvP, but you can use in certain PvE scenarios. Yeah, I actually don't know how Red Mages looked in Final Fantasy XI, but I love the fact that, like, you've got your riposte thing back here, and in my case I use the Moogle stuff because then all the Moogle stuff is very cute. But then, like, if I was in a casting position, and I'll try and bring this up in the next fight, you combine the two as if they were a staff. It's very, very cool. But I feel like Puppet Master would be a good option for something that... Ooh! Very neat. Ooh. I feel like Puppet Master would be a good option for another one of those limited classes. Welcome to our humble palace. I will immediately take things from your humble palace. Thank you very much. Good Puppet Master or sometimes Dancer. Okay, I'm planning to do Dancer on one of my alt characters. But I have not done it over here. Right now, things I've got trained up. I've got White Mage, I've got Sage, Paladin, Dark Knight, Red Mage, obviously, Samurai, Reaper, and Black Mage. And the next class I'm going to do on this one is going to be Pictomancer, which is just super duper fun. If you haven't been paying attention to Final Fantasy XIV stuff, Pictomancer is basically just using art supplies to cast magic. Again, it's a combination of white and black magic, using the different color systems. Either it's CMYK or RGB. Or not RGB, RBY color systems. And that's just neat to me, you know? But I don't have any characters at a level to unlock that quest yet. Or not quest, that job, I should say. Yeah, the moment that people found out that the two different types of magic were governed by the two different, like, color ring systems, oh my goodness, we all kind of lost our minds. Too many games to play. Yeah, that's a big old mood. That's actually kind of why I started streaming, because doing that meant that I had, like, dedicated specific days to playing specific games, you know? It has helped me get through the storylines for a lot of games that I had just had sitting in my library for a long time, and actually, like, really enjoy them. Oh, we'll be here when you get back with food. Here we go. Really need to remember to use that boost when I have it, because otherwise it's just sitting there, not doing anything. Is there a treasure chest around here? Nope, okay. In, we stab, and we stab again, and we bounce out. Oh, and also thank you very much for the work, PNG Boomer. Nothing beyond that? Okay, that's just a model of the rest of the palace. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, he always pulls left when he attacks like that. It's very interesting. Like, I know that, you know, the things I'm playing with are, you know, just automated NPCs, but it is interesting that they seem to have preferences. Stab. Yep. And beak bada boom. Okay, well, have a good day. Have fun going to work. All that fun stuff. Make good money and all that. Thank you very much for being here today, Pure Talic. Or Per Talic. I'm not sure which it is. It's a real Majapahit head situation. Anybody gets that joke. I have no idea. Ooh, a Fey Rapier. Okay, hang on. I gotta check that out. Ooh, fancy. Fancy schmancy. It's not just statistically better, but it will definitely go in the glamour chest. And now we get to watch a movie. Oh, Frog Prince. Look at those eyelashes. Okay, I want his weapons as Red Mage stuff. Aink Thon, Lord of the Lengthsome Gate. Look at him's long, long legs. Rude. Oh, beans! I thought I looked away in time. How do I not be a toad? Thank you. Ah! Beans. Guess that would be the smart way to do that, wouldn't it? Oh, okay, fine. Whoa, gross. Okay. I've seen enough hentai. I know where this is going. No, thank you. Sir, do you need an antacid? Did I just miss the cue for that one? I feel like I should have been able to avoid that. There we go. What? Excuse you? Oop, got it turned right back around on you, did you, bud? There we go. Oh, hello?
I hate to interrupt your stream, my little flower.
Oh, you can interrupt my stream
There's
anytime
a
you want.
customer issue out front?
Oh. Little issue, big issue, what are we talking about?
Just the former.
Okay, well, that's good at least. Give me just a moment. I'll, send us to break as soon as I'm out of this cutscene. Okay, alright, good. There's a holding area. So, we're gonna go to break for about 5 minutes, and then I will be back, and we will see what happens next, you know? Stand up, stretch, get some food, get some drink, all that's good stuff. And we'll be back in about 5, like I said. Okay, is this gonna be a pricing issue, or is this something else? Hello! Yep, hello, and welcome back to the Come and Go Tavern. Once again, my name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'm happy to have you with me here today. Let's go ahead and finish up this dungeon. A sickle, huh? Ooh, that's a Reaper weapon. Oh, that's cute. I wonder what that'll look like unfolded. Trellis. Ooh. Okay, I only have an apartment in-game right now, so this is not super useful for me, but very interesting nonetheless. I love it. You know, I should probably put all of my furniture that I can't use right now on my retainer. I think that's what you're supposed to do at this point, but... Have some more water. I'm so glad that's the voice they gave them. How I voiced them in my head.
You do not hold back.
Oh, look at the little prince.
Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
Reflections in their eyes are so strong.
Of course. Of course. There it is. The relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it though, yes.
Ooh.
You, my friend, you are mighty indeed, and pleasing to the eye besides.
Sir, no. Yeah, exactly, that. Huh?
More! I want to see more
Huh?
of her! Yes! I could watch her forever!
Why don't we just make her one of us?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Yes! One of us!
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
Oh, that's not part of the deal. It is not the deal we made. A second dungeon?
Wake up, damn you!
New area? Oh. Hello again.
You're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
Aha!
I'm sure you had your reasons. But the first rule of dealing with the Froth is do not deal with the Froth.
I mean, yeah, I understand
They're
that.
born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them. Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you.
Yeah, probably because they're not actually here. They're just like emanations of my friends. Whereas I'm actually, like, physically in this realm.
capital of the Kingdom of Verbert down there. It's seen better days.
Yeah.
They were a stubborn lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside. All dead and buried now.
Oh.
Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did. Everything we gave. What was it for? I wonder. I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
I wonder if there's anything down here to find. Oh, there it is. Water here is absolutely crystal clear. It's gorgeous. Going back in. Nay, my lady, exhausted as you are, as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger yourself. I prithee, just a moment. There was nothing where we looked. Then. Hey. Dear gods, were it not for Sorbonne's blessing, but I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Have you any idea how worried we were? Wash up on the shore only to find you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. Fwath kept that part of the bargain, at least. While there were certain twists and turns, our work here is done. Everyone none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. So, Uin, is something amiss? A great big mob of mortals is marching on Ilmeg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Rather the reverse, I fear. The Olmoran army, I guess. Meaning we can play with them? As much as you'd like. But just to be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. If Alphino is coming, then Alice will be too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know. Alright, just remember we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. Don't worry, I've done this sort of thing before. Indeed you have. Very well then. See you afterwards, my friend. So that's 2 relics down, I believe. We gotta have another 2 more. Ooh, new level. Enhanced manufacturing. Hang on. What does that do again? Reduces manufacturing recast timer. Minification. During 10 seconds and adds an additional effect that increases magic damage dealt by 5%. Ooh. Okay. That actually is useful now. I mean, it was kind of useful before, but only so much, you know? Okay. Okay, well, whatever. With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the 2 remaining bearers of the relics, the Numo are the nearer. Yay, we can defeat the Numo finally! Okay, we shall seek them out next. Among the faithful, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest to men and have served me faithfully whenever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I've acquired in my time here. Path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away. Well, that's good, because I need to go back to your dwellings anyway. Here's books we need to find. Just look at this lad. Doing his best. Getting that cardio in. Let's take a look. Okay, we just have to examine the books, huh? Alright, well. First week, Thunder's Day. The princess being partial to the lakefront view, it was decided that all the noble lords and ladies would set out for a picnic. Having partaken of sweets, Her Highness ventured to the water, where she inspected her lip paint in the reflection. This caused the watching shepherds to remark that the princess had used the lake as her hand mirror. Oh, there's a hand mirror lake to the southwest of here. Must be how it got its name. Who would go all the way to the lake just to eat? Yet another silly thing you mortals do. Good Janana's Grace was named for Her Royal Highness Prince Janana. or Princess Janata, excuse me, daughter of the king 3 generations prior. In the dark of night, the mountain pass catches the light which shines forth from the castle, giving it the impression of the princess's beautiful eyes of jade. Eyes of jade? That sounds lovely. If the princess were here, I would ask her for them. Well, thank you very much for the coins, Coleman. I hope you're having an enjoyable evening. On the occasion of the 300th year of the founding of Verbert, a grand celebration was held in Grünes Licht. No expense was spared. Over the course of the festivities, guests were lavishly feasted and regaled with wondrous performances. Yet amidst all the pomp and pageantry, naught was more stirring than the recitation of the Oath of the Covenant, in honor of the alliance between Dran and Galvient, upon which... Thank you very much for the hydrate. I am now well hydrated, thank you. Wanted to pop in and say hi, already past 1 a.m. Oof! Hey, at least it's 1 a.m. on Saturday, right? Or do you have to work this Saturday? Representatives of each race took the podium. It was a sight to draw tears from all who looked on. Verbert, ugh, blech. What strange names you mortals have. Yomeg sounds much prettier. It means the Kingdom of Rainbows. Yeah, but you have a game at the club in the afternoon. Ooh, okay. You can't oversleep too much. Fair enough, fair enough. Have a good sleep then, Coleman. Well, I certainly learned lots of new things today. Things the others don't know. I'm going to go and share it with everyone. They'll think I'm ever so clever. I'll surely become the darling of Lita Laran. And we'll deal with that a little bit later. For now, more main story quest. Past yonder cliff lieth Pla Inni, home of the new moon. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. You know what, let's switch over to the company chocobo. Excuse me. I didn't even have anything caffeinated or carbonated today. That's what happens when I'm trying to talk and drink water at the same time sometimes. If the path striketh is precipitous, it is because it was once a mountain trail. Where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose midst thrived the city of Verbert. It was only when the Fuath came in the wake of the flood that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the Faefolk for so altering the land. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light. A force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world, that it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Minfilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no 8th umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Oh, right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can stop breathing. And thus do I labor, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we shall prevail. Ah, mortals, just as we thought. Hast thou business with us? Business? Phew, nothing so boring. We smelled you coming and thought you'd come to play. They do not appear to be pixies of Lita Laran. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day? Oh, in some haste are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. Hehehe. Rude. Extremely rude. Teleportation magic. For a mercy, we were not sent far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they'll most assuredly repeat the trick. We have not time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. A cloak, it is called. A most ingenious magic with which rendereth one invisible to fey folk, albeit briefly. You know, come to think of it, they mentioned dwarves several times as if that's what the Lalafell were. I don't know if I've seen any Lalafell around in this realm or any of the others, actually. Shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount. It will only serve to give thy presence away. Okay. Oh. Nope, I'm not here. I'm not here. You can go away, witchweed. Let's go with the Death Claw this time. Ooh, new location discovered. I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? Oh, I see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. In other news, the Numo village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as you're on your days to join us. Oh, I need to get my wrist rest next time I take a break. Okay. Here they are, I love them. Oh, I wish these folk had been playable. Hello. Mortals. Mortals are here, lots of them. You said the Numo were men's best friends. The poor thing was beside itself with fear. It was beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. If so many mortals appear at once. It's more excitement than we can bear. Greetings, Elderwood Ink. Learny. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the new Mo. The stone scepter? You mean to lift the seal over the Gia? It's unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. The king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our fake cousins, we new Mo have called this land our home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Love the pauldrons on their sleeves. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal our king when they were corrupted that light by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. No one will come to harm. We intend to defeat King Titania. Easily said for one who hasn't experienced the king's wrath. Honored Elder, pray believe me when I say that this woman is possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, she hath already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. She is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but she harboureth the self-same desire to see the Sin-Eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? Always have done us right, your Andrew. If you have placed your faith in this woman, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin-Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. Turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon, unless we want to debate this with the Ulmoran army. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee simply to roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now, a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations. Thou mightst fetch us the scepter, while there is yet time to use it. Roll over? Fetch? Oh no! You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless? It's unfair. Unfair, I tell you. I love that for them. In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Verbert fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. It's been so many years of deprivation, it's difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Uriandra. I promise to give to you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here for the while, and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this arrangement agreeable? I mean, yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you so much. You're so good. You'll offer your patronage to our people too, yes? Let's see, perhaps you can begin with Marn Ose? They are one of our foremost artisans, once held in the highest esteem by the Knights of Verbert. With the Knights gone, however, Marn Ose has had no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. Yes, absolutely. Let's go ahead and attune to this etherite. (1182), 1183, 1184. Wait, did I already count that leaf? Hello? Who, what, where, why, how? Wait, you're a mortal? Huzzah! Huzzah! Well met, yes, very well met indeed. Have you old and tired arms and armor that are threatening to fall apart at critical junctures in battle? You answered yes, you've come to the right new Mo. I will restore your equipment to pristine condition for a payment of a pair of moss fungus legs. Moss fungi roam just outside the cave. Please, please, please give their legs and your patronage to me. Well, okay. That's what you want. I'm gonna go to the summoning stone. Mana cutter time. This feels so silly without the speed boost. Like, that's as fast as it goes. Oh my goodness. Well, I suppose I'm closing in on caffeine time, aren't I? I had enough water yet today? Yeah, probably. So these are like mushroom grasshoppers. That is... I mean, it's certainly interesting. It's not a creature that I would like to interact with, but I'm sure they're an important part of the ecosystem. Somehow. Hello, Toxan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the hydrate. Go ahead and have a little bit more water, shall we? Well and hydrated. Thank you very much. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a fine day. I am loving Shadowbringers so far. And we also just got to my favorite folks in all of Final Fantasy, which is the new Mo. Hydrated, medicated, in my lane. You know, fair enough. That is a big ol' mood. I love the new Mo. I love them so much. You're returned. And with moss fungus, I see. They are tools of my trade, lest you wonder. Used to polish metal and leather alike. The lustrous sheen. Now that I have work again, I must replenish my stores. I'm gonna give all 3. Here you go. 3? I asked for 2. No, this wasn't the agreement. You doubt that I'll fulfill the work for 2 moss fungus legs, so you tempt me with another? Made the wrong choice, I'm so sorry! May as well call me a grasping mutt and spit in my eye. Well, if you think me a bad Numo, then a bad Numo I will be. Oh yes, I'll make a fine mess of everything you're wearing. Rip it to shreds. What? No, I wanted to give you extra, but wait. 2 legs here. You mustn't tease us, fairies, so... In my agitation, I could have done so much worse than simply snap at you. You see, for there to be honor in a task, we must receive precisely what it is worth. Too little means you belittle our ability. Too much means you question our integrity. Thank you for letting me know. I am so sorry, Marnos. You're giving me a fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. I see. Though I must ask for a small fee for the materials, I'm pleased to say that all your arms and armor may be restored. You mean to change them in the near future, however, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin which you may pay me with. Any desire to have work done. Many thanks for your patronage. Arnos' shop is open for business. If you mean to offer your patronage to another, may I suggest he's cute? Yonder? Judging from your equipment, 'tis plain you're no stranger to battle. I believe he may have something to offer you. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get all of that repaired, shall we? Ooh. Ah, to have so many men visit us at once. This is a joyous day indeed. If it please you, please give me your patronage. As my patron, I ask that you remove the noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they're called. We would tend to them with magics, except they leave behind such a harmful ash. We've no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now, you will be curious as to what I have to offer. I am a purveyor of wares that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for your fitting payment, I will give you my choicest items. Fair enough. Oh, there's the orange circles. Ooh, slightly different mushrooms. That's no good. Ooh, an ether current. Where's the other mushrooms I'm looking for? Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, hello?
Hey, Mom! I'm having trouble with that dance move you showed me earlier.
Oh, well, show me what you got, sweetie.
Up and down and...
Okay, alright. I see what's going on here. We'll cover it in just a sec. Let me put this on a commercial break. Alright, I will be back in about 5 minutes, folks. Gotta show the little one what's up with her steps. Stand up, stretch, take a break, get some food and get some water of your own, and we will be back in about 5 minutes, alright? So you can take a jump to the left, and a step to the right. Alrighty, let's head upstairs and actually get these mushrooms. Head up the mushrooms to get the other mushrooms, the bad mushrooms. Gotta get rid of the bad mushrooms. I'm trying to remember the name of my favorite character from Final Fantasy Tactics. Goodness gracious, it's been too long since I played that game. He was a Numo, or Purple, he was a Hermeticist. He's the one who made cards that let you change the laws. Yep, nope, it's not coming to me. I'm sure I'll feel awful about it later. Ooh, I wonder if anybody's ever made a Final Fantasy Tactics tarot deck. That would be really pretty. You've already removed the flame spores. Oh, very quick you are. Oh, but did you perchance search in the eastern or the western entrance as well? I'm told that more have cropped up in that area. I did not, but we can go do that right this second. Oop, here we are. Did you pluck the last of the flame spores? It's a gaze from the entrance. I wasn't spying on you or anything. It was just I finished my task and I should go and report back. You good, Pinphilia? Are you just interested in what I'm doing, or do you have some old memories popping back up, or what's up? You've returned. Have you dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Yep, just got back from there. Excellent. No more poisonous spores irritating our noses, for a little while at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental. Having a patron again, it reminds me of the old days. There, every day, I would carry my wares to the castle to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Back then the castle wasn't called Gia. It was the Obertites built it, and they named it Grinneslicht. It's their last bastion in the struggle against Sun Eaters. Now they're gone. All of them. Nobles and knights and common folk alike. But enough reminiscing. I must give you what you've earned. Yes, and if you desire anything else I possess, I would be glad to offer them for you. For a fitting price, of course. These Guf's shop is now open for business. Now, will you be offering your patronage to anyone else? If so, would you consider Weed Lad? He's a weed lad. He's got that good grass. They've been under the weather of late, and chance to perform an honorable task would cheer them up. Love a non-binary character. Let's see. Oh, nope. Yeah, I guess not. I actually need any of these, or should I take them? Bring them in. Okay. One. Give them one new card. Ooh, gets me right tickets. You want to be my patron? But I can't do anything for you. The lawless ones took my invisible ink, and without it I can't make my arcane wares. Who are the lawless ones? Oh, well, they're new mode like us, except they've turned their backs on our values. Curs without honor they are. They refuse to work, instead spending all their time cavorting and making a nuisance of themselves. It was when I was outside for a walk that they set upon me and robbed me of my possessions, ink included. I was too weak to resist them, but you, mortal, you look quite strong. Do you think you could take back my ink from those villains? If you do this, I'll consider it your patronage. And by way of my service, I will make something very special for you. Excuse me, Lynn, but I couldn't help overhearing. If you mean to undertake this task, would you let me accompany you? I would learn from you and help in what way I can. You're welcome to join, of course. He got dum dongo, 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 dongo. Thank you very much. The lawless ones made their lair to the south, inside a cave called Father Collard's Chambers. They took many vials of ink, and I would be grateful if you could bring them back, as many back as possible. Are we gonna get another dungeon? I hope we get another dungeon. Oh, actually, hang on. Let's do the triple core. It's adorable. Oh. What a good one, hon. He's having to step out for a little while, so, you know, gotta say goodbye. There's a whole other place over here. Can I get to this whole other place? No, thank you, I'm fine. And back over to the fat choke. Ooh, that is a very well made Lizard. Wait, are those called porksies? Oh my god, those are called porksies. Porksies. Oh, I forgot to get my wrist wrap. Oh, wait, that's right. Hang on. Father Collard's chambers is through here. Peered inside, and sure enough, it's milling with new Mo. They look none too friendly either. If Thancred were here, he'd tell me to go about it quietly and quickly. Let's split up. I'll find all the ink I can and then come back outside. See you shortly then. So we're looking for... Oh. We've got 3. That the garden porksies have more HP than the new Mo. At least it certainly feels that way. Here we go. Oh, thank you. I do not have to deal with combat with these folks because, while sure they have, like, differences with each other, it's not my job to solve those differences. Now we just run. Why? Love this barding for the mount. Love letters and other postage. Just so good. You know?
Oh, thank goodness. There you are.
Well, this one's voiced.
Those Numo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe.
I'm glad you're safe too.
I haven't seen much actual combat, so I was a little nervous, but I'm happy I could help. The Minphilius before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Yulmoran army. But that had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive, so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps.
Interesting.
I'd still be in my cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight. Thancred once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens. I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close. As a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me.
That's not true at all.
Because I'm not her. I'm not his Minphilia.
You're not her. That doesn't mean he can't stand you.
Once, we journeyed to Nabatha together. To the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood. As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then... I'm not sure what happened after that. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded. There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence. Though it only reminds him of his loss. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you. Because I knew that was what she wanted. But now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do.
Live your life.
Was I meant to tell you something or bring you to someone or somewhere? I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach.
Don't worry about it so much.
What is that?
That would be Titania. The king is not happy. Ooh. Ooh.
Why? Why did you imprison us? Such boredom, such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair.
Don't fuck with the Fae. This is especially the kind of reason I don't fuck with the Fae.
Come. Come and play with us.
I mean, that is what I'm headed for.
It came from the castle.
Don't love that. Don't love that for me.
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Numo. I
Well,
will bear word to Thancred and the others.
Okay. Hope we get a moment where she can understand that it's not that he hates her. It's that he's just so broken up about not having her more. Mercy, Your Majesty. We have no choice. Please forgive us. Oh, it's you. My ink. Were you able to retrieve it? Here's what I got. Yes, this is the ink, and almost all of it, too. When our king spoke to me, my day went from bad to worse, but thanks to you, it's simplified out again. What? You have the vision, too? Oh, woe is us. Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin-eater, it loses everything about its mind that defined it. However, the king has retained some of their instincts. This manifests in the desire to play and be free. So strong is that desire, it often leaks through the seal to invade our consciousness. For a long time, we've ignored it, but we can only do it we can't do so forever. Forgive me. I was going to thank you for reuniting me with the ink. You did exactly as I asked, so I will give you the service I promised. Nothing up my sleeve. Et voila! May it serve you well. Ooh, not big. There's nothing like honorable work. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Oh, I should mention Elderwood ink. Learned a moment ago. If you seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you. There you are. I'm informed that you have been an excellent patron to our people. For that you have my thanks. Now then, you will be pleased to hear that we have come to a decision regarding the scepter. If you would gather your companions, I will deliver our answer. There's some actual water now as well. Before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on the matter of the stone scepter, during our deliberations, we were forced to concede that we will never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release Titania neither from the castle nor from torment. In the light of this, we have decided to entrust their fate to you. Take it, the stone scepter of the Numo. This makes 3 relics. 1 more, and we can arrange a meeting with the warden. Ere you continue your quest, allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Know that Titania is not a name, but a title bestowed upon one chosen to lead the Pixies by the grace of nature. This leader, upon Ilmeg's founding, arose as ruler of all Fae folk to bring order to our riotous kind. In our turn, we Fae folk render our blessing unto nature, unto water, wood, wind, that our king might be further empowered. They are Though they are become a sin eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. Oh dear. Is there anything else we should know? Anything else? Only that if you feel unready for the challenge, and none here would blame you for it, you are welcome to remain among us for a while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when I will next have the chance. We would see that you are comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel, home. Oi. Honestly, I look away for one moment and every fairy and their nuncle tries to steal my sapling from me. That is my sapling. Mine, do you hear? Not yours and not the Fuath's. Anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce her will wish they hadn't. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought of crystal. They are held in the Amaro's safekeep at their settlement, Orlickdorf. It beareth mentioning that these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast heretofore encountered, owing to a peculiarity of evolution. They are capable of speech, and thus we might negotiate with them as we have the faithful. Oh, that's why it was all just Amaros in that village. Okay. Though it saddens us to see you leave, we wish you well on your way. When you arrive to Volkedorf, seek out the largest of the Amaro. His name is Seto. He is their leader and the bearer of the relic. Very well. Smoosh. Cool. I can just teleport. No, I'm good. 100 gil is not that much to spend. Looking for the largest. Ooh, ether wisp. Or current, excuse me. Big with the enormous Amaro. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, you know, you're a big boy. Hello. Slumbers peacefully. Seto. Artbert? Hello. Forgive me, I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Explain. Did I hear you all right? You desire the crystal shoes that you may confront the Light Warden? No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the Light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends, let us leave him to his thoughts. harder by far to change the minds of those who mean well than those who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder, it's the first time thou hast set foot here. It would behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community. Think, and there is no surer way than to speak with its members. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and I hope gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid you seek out the Amaro and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch will suffice by the way of a greeting. What did we just touch? Okay, is there... Okay, because I know you're not supposed to touch certain birds in certain ways, or they get the wrong idea. So, got any advice on that one? I'm gonna have some caffeine real quick. Oop, excuse me. Well now, it is not often that we are visited by men, much less unglamored ones. What brings you so far from your own kind? Hello. Oh, how long it has been since I last felt man's touch. I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Verbert, a noble and valiant soul. Like so many others, he died fighting the Sin Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. Are you one of those treasure hunters? There's nothing left for you here. Oh, no, I'm here to say hi. That tickles. Enough! I've never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Amaro are bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all but mindless beasts. Then a mage of Rumka gave us the gift of intelligence that we might better serve our masters. The Empire fell, those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. We live long enough amongst men. The seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us amongst the other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. Interesting. I wonder if any of the Amaro back at the Crystarium have this going on. What is all the commotion? Did something happen while we slumbered? What's happening? Why am I being petted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the faithful. Then we are faithfolk too. When first we made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. It is easy to forget sometimes. Poor babies. I cannot give you the crystal shoes. Abandon this folly. Hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it. And thou canst not choose but to see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of concern for our welfare and not scorn that Seto seek to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end we must needs have the crystal shoes. Lyn, might I prevail upon thee to counter with Seto, or confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden may ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth most. Tell him of thy great many deeds. Speak in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. You have spoken with my brethren, and you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Let me more. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. This is something I must do. Who am I to make such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will you be doing so compel the fated folk to change, and in order to obtain other relics, you will already have paid in due price. Not more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our king, our fallen king? To keep a promise to my friends. What did you say? Very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see you have the strength to do it. Sin Eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, and meet me in the clearing to the east. There, I will lure out the fiends. You may slay them. Arrested. Small crimes. Being escorted to the door. Ooh, I don't like those things. I will use my voice to lure out the Saint Eaters, as I once did when I hunted them with an old friend. Feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal. Ready then? Very well. Oh, hello?
Mom, have you seen Mr. Grumbles?
No, where was the last time you saw her?
Can you help me find her?
Yes, I can. Okay. I need to go and help LaFarwin find his skunk. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, folks. Stand up, stretch, do all that good stuff, alright? We will be back very soon. Right. Oh, and get a drink and a snack while you're at it. Where was the last place you saw her? We'll find her. We are back. We are back. We are back. I don't know how, but Mr. Grumbles ended up in the laundry room. She has zero sense of direction, so she just basically goes to wherever the warmest spot she can find is if she gets lost. Yep, that's how it is. You made short work of those creatures, I will not deny it. I've seen enough. Let us return to Volkendorf. Volkendorf, excuse me. A nice slow-ass mana cutter. I almost want to take this one out of the rotation until I get at least one speed boost here. Because this just feels silly, you know? Like, that's even slower. Come on. You might say. By the ease with which you slew the Sin Eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think. And if you should be willing, there is a favor I want to ask. Alright. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please, hear my tale. Alright. A while ago, I fought Sin Eaters who had wandered into Elmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. All the places that it should fall, it was in Long Mirror Lake. Okay, that's why we can dive in there. Alright. We Amara are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fuath, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure. Having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. Okay, fair enough. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, there's somebody in here with a blue quest for me. Up. Up. Ooh, an ether current. Snore slurp. Oh, I beg your pardon. I must have dozed off again. Ever since I turned 300, I find I can barely stay awake. Sandman is my name, and I had something for you. What was it again? Oh, a request. Yes, a request. Would have you seek out a young Amaro who is newly arrived in Ilmeg. But ere I go into the details, tell me, know you the nature of our community, Volkendorf? It's a place where those of us who have attained intelligence come to live out our days. We Amaro are born mindless beasts, you see. We abide among men for a century or so. We may awaken abilities long lost to our kind, speech not least of all. Those who have awakened might know of Volkendorf. We asked our Numo friends to place enchantments on the crystals found throughout Ilmeg. These crystals call out to our brethren across Norvrant, drawing them hither. However, the aforementioned young Amaro was not prepared for what he found here. That is, other-speaking Amaro. No sooner did I welcome him than he bolted and ran. Though he is wary of us, having served men until recently, I believe he will trust you. Please, will you not find him and persuade him to come here? Help you on your way. And, to the west of the settlement. Okay, we are going there. Chakra clicker. Boing. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash. So adorable. Still no? Okay. There we go. I think this might be it then. Oh. Those delightful decorations. Oh, gather whirlweeds. These are? Oh, okay. I mean, I figure if we're already here, you know? We may as well. I wish the water near us was this crystal clear. Like, our river's pretty nice, but this is like the water's not even there, you know? Oh. Ah, there's the last one. I also just love the fact that we are tempting him to fly with a fruitcake, which absolutely looks delicious. Oh, that sure is an area I can't get to yet. Okay, let's up to there. Oh no, I do not want to use my ticket right now. You find a set of Amaro tracks heading southwest. Judging by the depth of the impression, the creature was in some haste. Alright, if you really want to go, my guy. Eaten foliage. You find foliage that has been partially consumed by large beasts. The trail of consumption continues to the west. Now, I will say, for as weird as the moss fungus are, it soundly makes my brain buzz in the best way possible. Oh, thank you, sir. You find the eaten remains of a fruit, the exposed flesh yet turned brown. The young Amaro must be near. I love how he's supposed to be the young Amaro, even though it takes at least 100 years for them to get intelligence, you know? Hello. Gasp. He regards you with weary eyes. It's alright to talk. You know that I can talk? There was another fellow like me. Do you know him? Oh yes. I've met many Amaro who can talk. A whole settlement of talking Amaro. It must be the place you wanted to show me. My name is Tanatiu. Or Tanatia. My master was a traveling merchant. One day I discovered that I could speak. I was so happy, and I thought my master would be happy too, but when I spoke to him, he looked at me as if he'd seen a ghost, and abandoned me. Since that day, I've been wandering the land by myself. Heard of Ilmeg. I thought it would be nice to see it, but it seems the idea wasn't my own at all. That's fine. A settlement. Volkdorf. Sounds like a nice place, but I don't want to live there. I've been alone for a long while. I don't feel comfortable around others anymore. Not even other Amaro. Okay, buddy. It's okay, bud. You have a good sit for a little while, okay, buddy? I'm sure he'll come around eventually. Ah, you are returned. How fared your search? Here's the medallion. At least, I think it's the medallion. No way of knowing, really. Until you tell me, anyway.
My medallion! You found it!
That voice fits him.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul.
Oh?
He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young.
Aw.
In those days, I could not speak. But we found joy in each other's company nonetheless.
Glad to hear it.
Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure.
fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His name was Artbert, and he was my friend.
Ardbert, thou sayest?
Oh?
Everyone blamed him for the flood, him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no
I believe it.
different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet... He was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Hi. Sure, Ardbert knows how you feel.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely.
Weird.
It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so.
Oh?
Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Thank you. I was wondering where you were going to be keeping it. Thank you.
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Il Meg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught. As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers.
Ooh, does this mean I can't do this one with,
advance, all the better. Yet even should we
NPCs?
fail, if
If we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Midfelia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
So much to say to her, and no chance to do so. Forgive me. It seems my indecision has cost you precious time, but I am convinced now. Convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find the bridge to Laegia. The bearer of the four relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. Ah, I see where we're going. Figured out the next, like, channel redeem I want to do. I want to do a Parawiggler. But I have yet to figure out the back-end stuff with Vignon to basically, like, put myself through an earthquake, shall we say. Why is everything so relaxing about this area? Oh, because the fairies want to trap me and steal me. But, you know, let that happen. There's stuff to be done. Absolutely gorgeous. The gate has recognized that you bear all four relics. The seal is broken. It's now or never, folks. Another light warden to break. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Plan. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we faithfolk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Her collarbones are fantastic. The Dancing Plague, now accessible. Ooh, is this going to be a new... Can I get a new dance? Oh, I hope I can get a new dance based on this. Well, while we're waiting on this, I suppose I shall, go about. Finish up some, side quests, and hopefully that'll sooner rather than later. Yeet! Oh! Oh, I hate this drop! Now, why did I take damage to doing that? Because usually when you drop into water, it doesn't hurt you. Shadow anywhere down there? No, my shadow's just on the water surface. Okay. Weird. There you are. Did you manage to find the whirly beads? Yes, I did. Oh, look at these lovelies. I'll enchant these at once and make it... They'll grow outside the water, and then plant them here and there. Meanwhile, I want you to decorate the snuck booms. As to where they should go, yes, the stairs. There's a dull spot that's ripe for some cheers. When you're finished, come and let me know. Okie dokie. Off to ruin this man's house. Whee! My knees! Tee, marvelous! This is sure to put a smile on Uriandra's scowly face. And then he'll want to stay here forever and ever and ever. You're welcome to stay too, of course. There's plenty of room for you and all your friends. I'm good, thank you, though. Mortal! I told them about the people from the past, but they weren't the least bit impressed. Well, why would you should we pay any mind to those who are long dead? Much more fun thinking of new riddles while sipping nectar. Speaking of which, we found this really sweet-smelling flower recently. We were about to go and collect its nectar if you wanted to join us. No, I don't want to join you. I want you to admire me. Stranger and stranger. Alright, suit yourself. It didn't work at all. They didn't think any better of me, but I won't give up. Not yet. I'm going to be popular. Mark my words. Received a free company invite from Queen Alatia. Take a look at the details. Honor for glory for kingdom. Immersive experience RP-based guild elites. Company's focus. Times active in the roles is seeking, then submit your application if you believe you've got a good match. Application is approved. You will formally join the company. Review your current application by selecting Free Company under Social, the main menu. Here you can withdraw your application should you have a change of heart. Minor Home. One is Tavern, and then Visitors Welcome. Interesting. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing Free Company stuff, but I'm never quite sure, especially with role-playing stuff, that I'll be good enough at it, you know? Mostly because I don't really have time. Plus a blind invite is always a little weird. Yeah, it's purely because of the fact that it's blind. Like, I don't know this person. So, I don't want to be... I don't want to harsh their groove or anything like that, you know what I mean? Can't go in there. Alright, let's take a look at more side quest stuff. Alright, that's a dungeon. That's a dungeon. That's a hard trial. Or is it this one the extreme? Nope, that's the extreme. Okay. Also an extreme. Also an extreme. Also an extreme. Another dungeon. Another dungeon. Oh, look, a dungeon. Trial? Dungeon? I'm not quite sure on this one. Definitely a dungeon. Whole other dungeon. Ooh la la. And a dungeon. Main story quest, obviously. But also a dungeon. Or, well, this one's technically a raid, I believe. Speak with Haldor and Timnos Rookery. Okay. Let's go ahead and teleport. We'll do this one. See, I'm getting messages. Oops. Need to go up to the rookery. Oop. And as soon as we go somewhere else to do something else, that's when we get into a thing. Maybe. As long as the healers actually join us. Thank you, healers. Oh, hello.
I hate to interrupt your stream, my little flower.
Oh, you can interrupt me.
But there's a customer issue out front.
Oh, I see. Big thing, little thing, hopefully?
Just the former.
Okay, alright. I'll be out there as soon as I can. Alright. Well, this is just a trial instead of a raid. Shouldn't take too terribly long. Oh, I will go ahead and hit the snooze button on that, though. Just in case. I've lost so much time, so much frolicking and feasting undone. Let's at least sit up a little bit better. To make up for it, we must beginning by playing with you. Okay, yeah. Well then. up, and then we back out. Do that. Ooh. You do make the place look gorgeous. I love the music in this expansion. And they're back. Ma'am, that's not always the case, and you should know that. Oh, I misunderstood. I misunderstood very badly. Almost there. Well done. Love her music.
Play no more.
Again, are all the fairies non-binary? Because at least they don't really fit in the concept of gender. So all of them use they. And self-proclaiming, I suppose. So I guess their music was amazing. Nom 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 nom. Light. Delicious. And unfortunately, because I'm the last person in here, I don't get to give a commendation to anybody. Oh, but I got 3 commendations. Ooh, lovely. I love it. Love that. Thank you. Not that anybody's who commended me is in the chat right now, but you know what I mean.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose.
You can come back, but not corrupted.
For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new
Ooh,
king.
or are you gonna be the new king?
The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
Oh, but I'm good.
However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue.
Yeah, I can't do that, unfortunately.
Strive for a dream you will never see. Just
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
Thank you, Fuel. Oh, you are going to be the most hot-headed king Fae have ever had.
Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmek, Okbra.
Excellent.
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
I believe we shall, yes. You look at that. Another light warden dead.
Confound it. How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who
Excuse you.
and where they are. Now show
We're not
yourself
villains.
and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
You, sir, will be cursed forever.
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't
And you could just
return
stop.
to your maw. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose.
Oh yeah, oh, powerless. That's the reason why she has to be kept under wraps, of course. Mm-hmm.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Looking real cloud there, Thancred.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Nope. Struggle, struggle until the end. If you should meet God on the road, kill him.
Look, the sky.
She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive!
Hey,
Are you deaf?
I have a commercial that's I'm going to be. And I'll be first to start in about 45 seconds, so hopefully this will be done by then.
What's happening?
If I'd been smart, I would have just gone to commercial as soon as I was done with that battle.
Water? That wasn't there before.
But, forgot. Forgot. Alright. Commercial time. I'll see you folks back here in a few minutes. Bye. Those of you who are still with me, thank you for being with me. Yeah, thank you. We're gonna hang out here. Keep going.
Hold of yourselves, damn it!
Yeah, buddy.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
You bet your ass they do.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
I mean, that's nice, but no, fuck off.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fairul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
Yeah.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Fairul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
Welcome back, everybody who was in the ad. We saw the end of the battle, and we just got promised aid in exchange for giving the fairies back the sky. I'll be sad to lose you. It's nice to have you around.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you.
Ooh, lovely.
Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
Will do. I wonder if I get a pet version of her then. Or a minion, I suppose I should say. All those wings. It's sad to think that monarch butterflies are kind of on the way out. They put up a good fight, but, you know, the environment being as it is. Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Ilmeg. We stand one step closer to delivering the first of its doom, averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the faithful put the Yule horns to fight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. But what valuable allies they will prove, we're the mood only to take them. Free bird. Ooh, I can fly an Ilmeg now. There, let's... Ooh. I knew you could do it. Not only because of your blessing, you have a strength all your own. It has seen us through many a trial. The warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It was time we were going. Together, needless to say. The bitter end, the fate of our two worlds is being at stake. All that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and many more, or more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Faefolk. Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city has spared Yulnor's attentions. But I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've had a belly full of Ilmeg. Get us away from before the fairies think to play with us again. Sounds good to me. The twins definitely agree. So, let's go through whatever cutscene this is and kind of end out the day there. How about that?
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yormor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
You bitch. What the fuck are you doing here?
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
That would be the Emperor, Alice.
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity...
Uh-huh.
I am Emmett Cell.
Fucking called it.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply...
Disgusting. He's gonna say disgusting.
Infuriating.
Oh, infuriating. Oh, okay. A different thing.
Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Okay, wait, hold on. I mean, I knew that y'all wanted that sort of a thing, but I get some explanation for that.
The first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink.
Right, why does the world need to end?
And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthry's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
Yeah, I did. I had to save countless lives.
Light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise.
Oh yeah, no, we're not happy to
It is
allow it.
enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthry and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Why?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground?
Explain yourself.
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for.
Okay, tell me why then.
When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions.
I mean, that is valid. However,
Nonetheless, your counsel is duly
fucking
noted.
explain, please.
I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Oh my goodness. My guy, I am not going to reconsider anything until you explain what the fuck you're on about. Goodness gracious. Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along then. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your... Oh. Knocked my fan. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You'll find refreshments laid out in your quarters. Hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yes, please. Very good. I bid you a pleasant evening. Ooh, a sandwich basket. Oh, I should have known there would be another cutscene here. This is the last one, because I didn't get to stand up and stretch and I'm starting to feel antsy. Once this one's done, I have to go. Speak of the sandwich basket. Those look lovely. What was that, an egg sandwich? scrambled egg sandwich. But the past few days have not been overtaxing. They take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. He'll probably think you're talking to yourself.
Maybe.
And still, he's keeping you well fed.
Mm-hmm.
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift.
I wonder if he's what's left of
the
you.
city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett's Selk we should be concerned about.
Yeah, no kidding.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
The moon!
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Sure did. Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right.
Who's your Amaro? Your partner in crime, I think it was.
He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Well, I'm glad I can return it for him then.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto? Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Ooh, I should get a button with the Animal Crossing sound. It would be adorable. Ooh. My sandwiches! Who ate all my sandwiches? Was it me? That sounds like something I would do. Alright. Like I said, I'm starting to get antsy, so I'm going to go ahead and take us back to a just chatting screen, and I'll find a place to send you all off to. Alright, thank you very much for being with me today, folks. This has been a wonderful Final Fantasy XIV stream. So thank you very much for stopping by, Weary Travelers. I will be back on this channel tomorrow, Saturday 21st, with Wargroove 2. I also have some really cool and fun collabs coming up soon on the Neon Casters channel, but we'll talk more about Phantom Arts Fest over on the social medias. You may have seen me post there a couple of times about it already. But until then, and until next time, for more information about future streams, keep an eye on our Twitter and Blue Sky at Come and Go Tavern for announcements and daily check-ins, as well as those hints for what's to come from the Come and Go Tavern. I've been your hostess, Sheela Ornthalis, and if you need to prop your feet up for a little while longer, we've got some more entertainment coming up soon via a raid. Let's see who is online. Nobody I know directly, but Let's see. Terms of company. You know what? We'll be a drop in the bucket, but let's go ahead and raid Gobulin's channel. Go ahead and get that set up. It's tiny. Or we're tiny. But still. It's something, right? Alright. And we'll see you next time, folks. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Mwah, bye.